Warning, this Big Brother podcast contains spoilers.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Big Brother Season 17 for August 12th, 2015. I'm your host, Dom. With me, my co-host, Luke.
Welcome to Big Brother.
And my co-host, Erika.
Hello.
And a train.
Hi, train.
So,
watch out, Becky!
Poor Becky. Had to run face first into a train.
That was her superhero identity, though.
That girl was a walking miracle, let me tell you.
Yeah.
For somebody who was hit by a train, she is a survivor. Let me tell you. That's what she should be on next, Survivor, because she is one, technically. And a special congratulations to me and to Steve, because, again, we are holding the golden power of veto.
Are you ever gonna not win the power of veto?
No,
I'm gonna give anybody else a chance at winning.
Don't make it all the way to the end.
You're not gonna give anybody else a chance for winning.
Well, who's physically holding it? I am.
Right, but are you ever gonna compete for it?
I would compete for the power of veto. I probably wouldn't win it. I'm not gonna brag, but if I were to win it, it's a win some, lose some. If I win it, okay. If I don't, I'm okay with that as well.
Well, tonight was Steve's first win. Right? This is the first time he's won anything in the house.
Okay, so give me the lowdown on what happened tonight, starting from the beginning.
I love that when John was sitting there talking to him, and he was just talking. He's like, "No, Steve, you haven't won anything. No one's coming after you. You suck at this game."
Yeah, exactly.
So he basically just
Steve thinks he's like a powerhouse. He thinks he's the number one target. He thinks everybody in the house is after him. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
And John is the only guy who would tell it to him straight.
Right.
He was like, "Dude, no one cares about you. You haven't won anything in this house."
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you don't win anything, you're not going to be labeled as a target, even if you're not talking game talk with anybody.
Right. So, Johnny Mac went and, talked to him and tried to, fill him in on what was going on, but to keep it a secret, just so Steve didn't have anything to worry about. So, Johnny Mac reveals how he wants Vanessa to go home. And now Steve starts, pacing back and forth, wandering in the house, going, my two allies, they hate each other. I don't know what to do. What do I do?
My personality is kind of similar to Steve's because I talk to myself and I pace back and forth. So I would pace a lot in the house, probably.
Yeah. It was just really entertaining because it's we haven't seen much of Steve, and what we have seen...
Up until now.
Yeah, what we have seen, he's just been, completely off the wall. And then we get to spend some time with him, and he's still completely off the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's entertaining to watch, though. I think Steve's kind of funny, like a funny geek, basically.
See, there's
Johnny Mac's got that powerful voice.
Yeah.
Dr. McGuire.
See, there's a rule in Big Brother that you're not supposed to talk to the cameras. They think that you're talking to live stream or people at home if you're talking to the cameras. But they've kind of gotten over it with Steve because he's talking to himself and he's just mumbling to himself. And he's talking out loud to the cameras.
Don't they tell you to stop? Doesn't the house tell you not to talk to yourself sometimes, though?
Yeah, the house will yell at you for various things like that. We saw on Sunday's episode, the house yelled at Steve for stacking cups on top of what?
Yeah, no, but he didn't. But they didn't snap at him. They said, "Steve, stop that."
Yeah, you remember a few weeks ago I said that they actually do that on the live feeds. They yell at people and tell them to stop. Yeah, they actually put that on the show this time.
No, but Erika, does the actual recording say, "Hey, stop it"?
Oh yeah, they yell it.
If you keep doing it after they tell you to stop that, that was the first warning that he got right then. if you keep doing it, they'll yell at you, "Hey!" and if you keep going after that, then production will actually come on.
No. What I mean is, will the actual producer yell at them, or will the house do it?
No, it's the recording.
The recording.
The recording. If you don't listen to the recording enough times, things like 3 times, then the producers will come on, and the actual production will tell you to stop doing whatever it is you're doing and go to the diary room or go outside, or they'll actually tell you go do something else.
Yeah.
Okay, but
you have to ignore them.
The recording is the one that screams like, "Hey, stop it!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, no, they didn't do that on this particular thing.
They only do that on the live feeds.
Yeah.
On the on the live feeds this season, have you had to hear, "Hey, stop it"?
No, I haven't heard it this year yet.
No.
Last year?
Yeah, last year a few times.
Did Frankie ever get screamed at by the production last year, or anybody else in the house?
I can't remember who it is. It's just one of those things,
I don't think it was Frankie.
No, Frankie was good. He knew how to play the game and stuff like that. Meeting him in person, he seemed like a genuine guy.
I can't say for sure, but I could definitely see the recording going off for Zach.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. How about Jason? Did Jason get yelled at this year?
I don't really even know.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything of that. But so we had that, and like Steve was really like he's super worried. Then we had some drama going with Shelly, who she's like Vanessa comes up to her and is like, well, if you get House Guest Choice, you have to pick me. You have to take me off. That way we'll both be safe. And Shelly's like, oh yeah, of course. Then Shelly's like, I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, whatever. She's like, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna draw it. She sticks her hand in the thing. She draws House Guest Choice.
And who does she pick?
Vanessa.
She had to pick Vanessa, but that's pissing Johnny Mac off. That pissed Becky off. They didn't show Becky's reaction, but I know she's not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, she did it mainly because she didn't know what else to do right there in the spur of the moment.
Right.
Like she's like, whatever. Basically, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so I'm just going to do as you say.
Yeah, it's basically like I'm going to pick her and she's not going to win. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right, and
because she did say to Johnny Mac after, she said, if I didn't pick her, she'd be running around the house right now screaming. You know?
Right.
And that's right, Vanessa would, and that would just make things worse in the house. Yeah, but that would make things even worse in the house because if for some miracle, they did that and somebody like Austin won it and refused to use it because he wanted to make sure him and Liz were safe or something like that, then the nominations are going to stay the same, and then Vanessa's going to be like, well, fuck Shelly, vote her out. So Shelly didn't want to blow her spot up either, so she kind of had to play it safe.
Okay, what kind of veto competition was it tonight?
It was a solo competition.
Yeah, how do those work again? Give me a lowdown. Like, how does
one
that
at a
work?
time. They just go in the backyard one at a time. This was.
Oh, was it remember last year it was the comic book thing?
It was.
And we had to slide across. I thought so because I did see something about that on the live feeds and on the VIP group. Like they had the posters. What did they have to do? They had to slide across the window like last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it was another comic book store type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they each got their own comic books. It was really kind of nice.
Yeah, both twins were in there, and Jace was in there.
Jace.
Yeah, all 17 house guests had their own comic book.
Yep.
Oh,
really cool.
So I can't wait to see the episode. I knew it had to do something. I'm like, okay, it was the solo one, but let me get it straight. It was another comic book competition like last year.
Yeah.
Last year, Frankie won the comic book one.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. So
it was really funny just seeing who got what comic books.
Yeah, it was real. The comic books themselves were really cool. Like, we had Audrey as the blanket.
The blanket, yep.
And I mean, like, if I was Audrey, I would have been pissed at that,
Right. What did they have for Vanessa?
Something about wearing hats. Girl of many hats or something. I don't know.
And I know Johnny Mac was the drill, Doctor Drill or
Yep.
something.
Yeah, he was a something with drill arms. Um,
Yes.
then we had
James is Captain Camo.
yep, James is Captain Camo. We had the twins. One was a good twin, one was an evil twin.
Ooh,
I
okay.
liked Meg. She was the Big Apple.
Yeah.
Meg was the Big Apple because she's from New York. What about
It,
Jason?
Uh, I don't remember, but I remember he was holding sausages, and I was like, that
uh,
is weird.
Well, yeah, because he's gay. Because naturally they would put something like that in there.
Yeah, but I
What
don't know
about
how that gets by production. Like,
how about
that's
how
allowed
about
on TV like that, you know? I
how
don't
about,
know.
how about Shelley?
She was, a puma.
A Puma.
yeah.
Oh God.
Yep.
And Clay.
Mr. Perfect.
Oh. And what about Steve? I'm dying to know that.
The engineer.
The engineer. Oh, how about Austin?
Austin the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Oh God. And Jackie.
Uh,
Huh.
can't remember hers.
I don't remember Jackie's. I don't think they showed,
Jeff.
like, a close-up of it or anything.
How about Jeff? Don't
I don't remember Jeff's either. The
Yeah.
only I remember Mama Duke or
Mama Duke. And who
Mama
Mama
was that?
Day.
Oh yeah,
Mama Day. Mama Day.
Mama Day. Yeah, but Mama Day was Mama Duke in her comic book, right?
No, she was Mama Day.
Mama Day. Oh God, that is so cool. This ought to be a good competition. Okay, so give me the lowdown. After the veto competition, after Steve was crowned the winner of the Power of Veto, how did the discussions play out in the House? Like but right minutes before the veto ceremony, like what was the talk on what they were gonna do, basically?
Vanessa was just like going around like making sure like the previous deal that they had set up last week
What
was
was the
still in
deal last
effect.
week? What was the deal last week,
That
Joe?
Shelley was going to go home.
That Shelley was the target, but now, like, did the House, like, was there a big blind side now? Was
There
this like the
was
surprise?
everybody was in on it except for Vanessa. Vanessa didn't know. Becky kept reassuring her. She gave her her word. Oh, there we go.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's
let
kind of
me ask you this though:
zoomed out.
when during the veto ceremony, when Becky named her replacement nominee, who had the surprise reactions as to this blind side?
Mostly just Vanessa.
It was just Vanessa. Everybody else knew about it.
So, what was her diary room session after she found out she was a nominee?
She just felt betrayed.
Was she crying?
She said she didn't expect Becky to think emotionally in the game, um, and her deal was worthless. You know, she doesn't have
So
any
now,
respect for Becky because she went back in her word.
okay,
Which comic book character can you see what Jackie and Jeff are?
Uh, not really. Um, the what did that say?
I can't really see them.
The mad something or other for Jackie, I think.
Mm,
You remember what that said?
no. Oh, and Becky was something about a train.
Yeah, I remember that.
The Trainiac,
Yeah,
yeah.
Trainiac.
The Trainiac. There was something else too.
Is she a stripper?
The salesman. That's what
Jeff
Jeff
is the
was.
salesman, and it looks like Jackie's a stripper.
Well, Jackie's from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, so maybe she's a
Yeah, it's
stripper.
some kind of Las Vegas knockoff. I don't know. I
Um.
can't remember the name. The showgirl or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Uh. Okay. So
and Vanessa's
has
like
the
Gambit
target.
up there throwing hats.
Yeah,
So what's the deal
the
now? Has
Mad
the
Hatter.
target? Okay. So guys, has the target like switched from Shelley to Vanessa now? Like, is everybody gonna go after Vanessa?
I don't know.
No, it's what had happened, and they've not shown this on TV yet, so they'll probably show it tomorrow. Is everybody was on board for getting out Vanessa, and everybody was really ready to vote out Vanessa. Then Vanessa started working on the Goblins. That's James's team,
Hmm.
Right.
and because something else happened in the house that really kind of messed up. When Clay left, he left a sweater there at the house,
Right.
and James had it, and he had it in his bag with his stuff. Well, Shelly found out about it and started going through all of James' stuff trying to find that, and James caught her going through his stuff,
Oh
and
no.
they had a big blow up about it. And so
OMG.
that
Hurt my
so
leg.
that Vanessa started working on James to get him and the goblins to switch over their vote, and so they switched over their vote, and they switched over. So they got the other people in the house, the Oz twins, and like I don't know if they got
Austin.
yeah, that's they got Austin and the twins, and then I don't know if they got Steve it or not, but it's basically like everybody wants Shelly out now, and they what was it, one of the guys from last year, maybe the year before, I don't know, one of the guys that works for the site was like, that sweater may have actually cost $500,000 now.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely
Adam,
crazy.
that's the name. Yeah,
Adam,
Adam
yes.
said that. Adam Ponce.
Yep.
Adam Pock was from BB13.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he works for Big Brother Network, so
Right.
that's
Oh,
And then the other big piece of news, I guess, from this is Liz has finally accepted Austin and her as a showmance.
yeah.
So she's starting to like him.
Yeah, she said that his personality, his charm, it started growing on her, and she even referred to herself and Austin as the show's last showmance.
Liz.
Yep.
That's what it should be called. Liz.
Australian Liz.
No, Liz.
Yeah, Australian Liz.
Yeah,
They don't
Australian
need a
Liz.
name.
No, I think it's cool though. So what's Julia now?
Julie's sitting in the pool looking at them going, bleh.
Julia hates it.
Yeah.
Julia. Oh, so Julia doesn't like the fact that her sister is falling for
No, she's
Austin.
like, Austin, get your hands off of him. She's not saying that to his face, but in the
she's
diary
like
room.
she's like the overprotective sister.
Yeah.
Well, she sees her sister going for somebody who's clearly not worth the time, and
Well, it's
she's
not
like,
her decision, but it's not her decision to decide who her sister's dating.
Yeah. I don't know. So the way this stands right now, who do you think is going to go home? Is it Vanessa or Shelly?
I think it's going to be Vanessa.
as of right now, everybody's kind of leading towards Shelly, but
So
Who
you
knows?
think it'll be Shelly?
I think Vanessa's going home, but I want Shelly to go home.
Well, I guess.
Because they always do this to us. They're going to show us this whole thing
Yeah.
of how the household flopped, in the meantime, just when we think Vanessa's going home. They're going to show how this thing all built up, and then the votes are just going to go the way of sending Vanessa home. That's how it happens every time.
Exactly, but it's normally going to be Liz, I bet. No, it's going to be Shelly, probably.
They do this to seed our doubt and be like, yep, okay, well, Vanessa's going home. Wait, roller coaster of emotions. She's staying. No, she's going. She's staying. No, she's, and then it's just Vanessa walks out the door.
It's always unpredictable what happens during the live voting and eviction. You never know what's going to play out.
and A is definitely Vanessa.
Wrong show.
Yeah, wrong show.
So
I've only watched like 4 episodes, so I'm okay.
So you guys have anything else for this episode?
Well, I'll just throw a little bit of my prediction in. Who will be evicted from the Big Brother house? Shelly or Vanessa? And the power's up for grabs in a battle for head of household. It all happens live tomorrow at 9, 8 Central on Big Brother.
Yep. Erika, where can people find you?
Everywhere across the internet at Erika Rain 7.
Excellent. Luke, where can people find you?
People can find me at Twitter at Zupa23.
Excellent. Find me down below at Phenomedom, PHENOMEDOM. You could also find us on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, MySpace, and right here on YouTube at /ASO TV Podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Till tomorrow night.
From outside the Big Brother house, we are Dom Greco, Luke Lebagnera, and Erika Rain. Good night.
I still want Johnny Mac as my dentist.
I still want Johnny Mac as my man. Anyway.